to fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. Google exposed. This is from Breitbart, links on my site. A confidential video, leaked. The video is shortly after the 2016 presidential election and shows inside the Google operation itself. But I think you should notice most of all is their distorted views. What do I mean? What do I mean by that? Well, there is a clear belief by the intellectual left that anyone who disagrees with them is just plain wrong. And their view can be the only view. Anything else means doom and gloom and even the end of everything. I put it to you out there, certainly in the US, not in Canada, because we're still suffering under the weight of Obama 2.0, that the last 18 months have in fact and reality been the exact opposite. Take the hate, the obvious hate, out of the equation for the President of the United States and try and look dispassionately, if you can, at the economy as a whole. And I think you would have to agree that on the whole things are better, much better for the majority of Americans. But I think this very short clip, proves beyond a shadow of a doubt where Silicon Valley and Californians' views really lie. And their views do undoubtedly leak into their social media. Here's the clip.
Okay, folks, I know this is probably not the most joyous TGIF we have had. Let's face it, most people here are pretty upset and pretty sad for because of the election. But there's another group, small group, that we should also think about, who are very excited about the legalization of pot. I was asking if we could serve joints outside on the patio. Apparently these things take a little while to take effect. It's a huge disappointment. I've been bemoaning that all week, I'll be honest with you. Anyway, on a more serious note, myself, as an immigrant and a refugee, I certainly find this election deeply offensive, and I know many of you do too. And I think it's a very stressful time, and it conflicts with many of our values. I think it's a good time to reflect on that, and we're going to hopefully share some thoughts today. I guess there are two dominant reasons to be upset. One is because so many people apparently don't share many of the values that we have. I guess we've known that for many months now. It's not like, election terms, whether it was like 47.2% or 48.2% or whatever it was. It's always been a lot of people that apparently feel that way. But certainly confronting it firsthand is pretty upsetting. And secondly, confronting the reality of an administration that's now forming, and look, we have no idea what it's going to do, is the honest truth. We have no idea what direction this country will take, whatever the past policy proposals were serious or not or whatnot. And it's a period of great uncertainty. And, it's uncertain for many of us here, especially immigrants or minorities, women, so many people, and just generally, people who have kids and wonder about their world.
You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab and email. You can now find us on Spotify. Just go to the podcast section and type Canadian Politics with a Twist and you'll find us. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio, and please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.